Today on the channel, Jazwares pulls a rabbit out of their hat not once but twice with two Owen Hart Jazwares AEW figures.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for a little late-breaking toy news here on this fine Tuesday. What is it, Todd? 25th of August, 2026? Something like that. What is time? What is days? But today, old Jazwares pulling not one, but two rabbits out of their hat down to the wire. As we all know by now, Jazwares is losing the AEW wrestling toy license at the very end of 2026. Where it goes from there, we're not so sure. More on that in the future. Maybe it'll go nowhere. Maybe it'll go with Todd on the couch. Who knows what'll happen there. But today on the 25th of August, we found out not just one, but two Owen Hart figures are coming to us in December. Now, no surprises here as far as December timeframe, as a lot of the recently announced pre-orders from our friends over there at Ringside Collectibles. Use code Kyle, save yourself 10%. We got Will Ospreay, Sting, and we got some more stuff we saw at, of course, San Diego Comic-Con, but those are shipping in December. Tanahashi coming December. It's really the last line of defense before they lose the contract. December, January, new month. You guys know that by now. But very interesting to get two Owen Harts to go along with the Sting, the Will Ospreay. And we've heard from the Jazwares team that some of the stuff we knew about was coming, and we've been seeing that. But there's still some surprises to come. And a lot of people are asking questions. How is this possible? What's going on here? And we're going to dive into a little bit of that. But first, let's talk about both of the figures before we put our business hat on fully. It's just resting on top right now. But today we did see Ringside Collectibles Supreme Owen Hart. Yes, Supreme version. Think of Ultimate WWE Mattel versions. Pinless joints. You know I'm here for that. Todd might not like that, but I'm here for it for sure. I had to pick up two of these, one mint on card, one to unbox. You guys know the drill. I am a double-up member of the Supreme team, we'll call it. But this is a Ringside Collectibles exclusive. Use code Kyle, save 10%. $49.99. So obviously inflation, since we were buying Supremes at Walmart, they have went up in price. Production run, probably a lot smaller than the Walmart exclusive ones we've had in the past. And it's the end of the line. They're going to gouge you. They're going to gouge you with some extra on that as well. The $49.99 for the Supreme. 3 sets of hands on this one. 2 heads. Sunglasses. You got to have the sunglasses, don't you? But we also have a shirt or a jacket. Now, I'm not sure 100% is this soft goods jacket or is it hard goods jacket. We've seen Jazwares do both of them. I'm going to assume, once again, it's soft goods, but we'll find out what happens with that. We also got some wrappings for the hands. It truly is a 2-in-1 Owen Hart, which makes me almost wonder, do I need 3 of these in my collection? That could be a possibility here in the future. But I think a lot of people are going to be after this one here. And you got the 2 different hairstyle looks going on there as well. A lot of people, like I said, are going to be after this. Choose your own adventure, which Owen Hart, or why not both? But Owen Hart, one of those characters a lot of people have wanted for a long time in this style. Most recently, we did the Zombie Sailor Toys Heels and Faces version. Now we're getting a full-on, more elite style figure version of Owen Hart. Now we've had it in the past, and we're going to talk about that here in a second, but that's the Ringside Collectibles one. Now, Jazwares Vault coming with one as well. Now, I was wondering if this Ringside one would be a shared exclusive like we've seen in the past with the Vault, but apparently the Vault is going to have this one. More info to come on this one, maybe for this weekend's toy news. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you don't want to miss that. But it looks like we got a Vault exclusive. 3 sets of hands on this one, 3 heads, a crown, and a soft robe. So we get the King of Hearts Owen Hart fully here, pink sunglasses, and it looks like, or rumor is, this is going to be pink gear, where the Ringside exclusive is the black gear. So you get the yin and yang in the colors. Do you like your Owen in pink? Do you like him in black? You guys know me and Todd. We like them both. We're hardcore. We'll take both of those. So very, very cool yin and yang dual exclusives between the Vault and Ringside. Smart move. Have to imagine $49.99 around the same price point here. also shipping in December. Now, the ringside one has some nice packaging with it. You got the nice kind of slip box, thinner slip box. Now, the Supremes of old, big packaging, not as much packaging in this one. I guess change of probably cost savings, I would have to imagine. That's usually follow the money, as we always say here on the channel. We learned that from Jesse, the Body Ventura in the conspiracy theory once upon a time. But a lot of people are saying, I am sure, and I'm just going off because this is late breaking news, Todd McFarlane, but I'm sure there's people saying, why didn't Jazwares give us this version of Owen Hart or either of these versions first? Why did they give us the blue and the red Calgary days Owen Hart first? Well, I can tell you that. I say this all the time on the channel. I put on the business hat, and this is a thing as old as time with toys and action figures. You don't give everybody the one you really want first, because guess what? Owen Hart's one people have wanted for a long time. Everybody will buy any Owen Hart that comes out, especially those first ones we got from Jazwares 2-3 years ago. What is time once again? People grab those because, well, I don't know if we're going to get another Owen Hart. We need Owen Hart, Owen Hart. Patience is a virtue. It's very tough in the action figure game, but a lot of people said, I'll buy these and we'll see what happens in the future. Well, we haven't got anything until now, but think of your Jazwares. I made money on these Owens. Now I got the preferred Owens coming out. I'll make money on those. If you went preferred Owens first, then Calgary Owens second, guess what? You're not going to sell as many Calgary Owens. Follow the money at the end of the day. That's the way it goes. You rarely in this day and age get the primo looks first off. They always get improved later on, or you get it later on, the look you're really after. But it's like, well, I really want that Mandalorian or whoever it is. It's not quite what I'm looking for, but I'm going to buy this because I want the Mandalorian. And that's what we're seeing here live in front of our face here with these Owen Hart figures. But you got to remember, too, it takes roughly a year for an action figure to be made. So this wasn't just thought of today. Now, we know Jazwares lost the license. Gosh, Todd, you remember the time? We broke the news here on this channel. We're a news channel around here, of course. We broke the news about the AEW layoffs months ago. 6 months ago, let's call it 6 months ago. Obviously, a dark time in the toy industry. It's always dark when people lose their jobs, especially the talented design team and all that. That is basically the moment, give or take a few weeks in there. That's when AEW and Jazwares officially parted ways. We'd heard rumors 6 months, 8 months before that it was coming to an end. But I believe, and as I said and reported on this channel repeatedly, negotiations still happening. It's just, hey, the contract ends this day. It looks like it's not happening, but the negotiations are going to continue. You really knew the negotiations were done when the Jazwares let off the AEW team. They let them go. That's how you knew. That was the start of the finish line there of all things Jazwares AEW. I mean, there's always a Hail Mary chance they could re-sign later on. Maybe they could swing back around. We'll see what happens. I wouldn't hold my breath on that one. But we knew that was pretty much the clear and end date. And we knew at that time there was stuff we'd seen and surprises. These are some of the surprises. We've seen a few of these as of late from San Diego Comic-Con, etc. And there should be some more possibly. And I would have to imagine anything else Jazwares AEW related is going to come out in December of this year, not before that. Have to imagine that's going to be the case as well. But they started working on this Owen before or right around when they were knowing the negotiations for the license were going on. And put yourself into Jazwares' position here. They're also trying to follow the money. They're trying to maximize their profits, maximize their sales on this license they're losing. We see this all of the time. Go back to the Jakks days, which our good friend Jeremy, of course, over at Jazwares was at Jakks. They released a ton of product in November, December when they were losing the license to Mattel in January. They flooded reissues of classic superstars that were very hard to get and other figures. They also knocked down a lot of decor on the figures, really dumbed down a lot of figures just to maximize the money they could out of them. And they also seemingly loaded up the stores November, December, knowing it would have carryover into January, February, March. They would still have some sales through then. Obviously, the retailer, Toys R Us, whoever it may be, paid for it in the year that Jakks had the license, not after it. We know how that goes as well. But we're seeing that right now with Todd McFarlane from the couch. He's losing the DC line at the end of this year. That's why we said on the channel repeatedly over the last year or so that 2026 is possibly the most pivotal action figure year in decades at this point. So many licenses changing and seemingly coming to an end. It's going to be a very interesting 2027 and 2028 in action figure game. I can't wait to see how it all ends up and shakes out and all that kind of stuff. But We do know that Jazwares is going to maximize their profits at the end. Todd McFarlane is going to maximize his profits at the end, and that's what they're doing with this Owen Hart. They're trying to get as much money out of this property while they still can, knowing this is a heavy hitter that will get some sales for them. You could always make the argument, should have sent it out earlier. We don't know all the details. Obviously, they lost distribution at Walmart and Target. That really hurts a lot of things. This Owen, for the ringside one, the Supreme, it could very well have been supposed to be at Walmart. They lost it. Well, now we got to restructure, reshuffle, redesign our packaging, whatever it may be. So there's a lot of unanswered questions in the background when you put your business hat on. It's very easy to just have opinions and stuff, but you got to follow it and you got to think through these things a little bit. And we're all guilty of that, just going off the seat of our pants with opinions, but think through it. It's a business at the end of the day. It's the toy business. And we're seeing that right here in full spot. I'm anxious to see if there's any more surprises. Is this the last hurrah? If this is the last hurrah, not a bad sword to go out on with two Owen Harts, a pink and black attack. Choose your own adventure, mix and match. I think a lot of people will be buying maybe 6 of these, one to display both looks, one to keep in package for both those. That's very possible for a lot of people to do, but it's a very interesting day, a very surprising day. And I think as an action figure fan here, a wrestling figure fan, and you're probably one if you're watching this as well, it's a day to celebrate a little bit here because we didn't know if we'd get Owen. We know we're not going to get Owen from Mattel. I always say never, but I just don't see that happening anytime soon. As I said, it takes at least a year to make figures. I don't see that happening. So this is the best case scenario for us. Customizers can go wild. They can try to mix and match, change it up. You can use these with your Mattel. They scale good enough to work, if you ask me. I think a lot of us are going to be very happy. And I like the little design on the Hart Foundation, the Owen Hart Foundation jacket on the back. It's the Hart Foundation. Very clever working around that. So a lot of crazy stuff going on. As I'm filming this, we're not sure about the Vault Edition. Wouldn't be shocked to see that going up fairly soon. But the Ringside Edition is up right now. Get in. This could sell out. They're not going to make tons, and they're not going to be able to remake a ton of these in the future. So you really should probably order now. I wouldn't play the long game on these. I don't know anything, but it is dangerous with them losing the license. There's no chance for a rerun in January, February. They don't have the license anymore. So make note of that, plan wisely, or forever hold your peace, or go to eBay is what you're going to have to do. But if you go to Ringside, use code Kyle, save yourself 10%, of course. And like I said, the Vault one will keep you up to date. If there's any more news this Saturday in the toy news, I'm sure we'll talk about it in the toy news here. But that is a little surprise here on a Tuesday, a little Owen Hart action. What's your thoughts on these two figures? Do you prefer one or the other? A little hard with the grayscale one, but you get the idea if you're thinking pink and you're thinking black with the other one. Soft goods robe could be a game changer as well. Maybe use it with your Bret Hart Elite Ultimate or your Elite King of the Ring ringside exclusive once upon a time. Maybe you can mix that up there as well. But a lot of fun with these here. But what's your thoughts? What are you picking up? What do you think about these two? Too little, too late for you? Have you sold your Jazwares collection? Are you going to get this, mix it with your Mattels? What's your plan for these two, and which one are you picking? Or are you picking up both of them like me? Let me know in the comments down below. You made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. You guys know we got videos every single day. We put our business hat on just like everybody else, or like nobody else here, but we got to cover all the angles here. You got to knock it down to business at the end of the day. Follow the money. That's a good rule to live by in your life. But make sure you subscribe to the channel. Check out Patreon. Check out YouTube channel memberships to support the channel. SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and The Kyle Peterson Show at gmail.com, which is the name of my podcast. Each and every Tuesday, that's today, Todd McFarlane. Tonight is the premiere, but if you're a Patreon YouTube channel member, you've had it for a couple of days. But it is The Kyle Peterson Show. Available where podcasts are found with video casts on YouTube. And don't forget both of my books, Complete Guide to the ECW Original San Francisco Toy Makers, The Complete Guide to the Jakks Class Superstar Series, both available on Amazon and Barnes & Noble as we speak. What are you waiting for? Head over there. So for a little late-breaking Owen Hart, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.
Well, are we going to dance or are we going to play?
I never seen you looking so gorgeous as you did tonight. I never saw you shine so bright. You were amazing.